Welcome to Let's Go Racing. I'm Dani Gibson here with Dick Jerardi. On today's show, we recap Cigar Mile Day from Aqueduct. We are officially on the Kentucky Derby Trail, plus top racing from Laurel Park, Los Alamitos. We're going to meet one of our grooms here, Carlos Diaz, and see what a day is like for him. We are in December. We have a winter racing festival upon us. We have a couple extra days. We're going to race Christmas Eve here, and then December 30th and 31st. And we have 7 stakes coming up.
Yeah, can't wait for those races right before the new year, and get out here and see some serious racehorses that might be even more serious in 2025.
Really looking forward to that. Well, let's get to our local race of the week. We're going to take a look at Monday's 9th race. This was also Parks Picks. I was out for redemption because you had been on a roll and I needed a win.
Yes, you were. And if you notice a smile on Dani this week, you'll understand why.
We're going to take a look at Monday's 9th race. Optional claimer, $16,000. Purse is $50,000, 6.5 furlongs. Ed Coletti sends out the 2 favorites, but the money is coming in on I Don't See Colors.
Yeah, and I Don't See Colors on the right day is very hard to beat. Let's see if today is the right day.
And he has Whiskey Romeo Sierra, second choice, coming off some nice performances.
Yeah, I love that name. That's a very cool name. And Eddie's on a bit of a roll here lately.
He has been. Well, here's the call of our local race.
Party at Sam shoots out quickly, down at the inside. Whiskey Romeo Sierra. Give away nicely there in the second spot. I Don't See Colors out running in third. Just a length and a half off the early lead. All American Rod is dead at the inside from fourth with Awesome Flay next door in fifth. Dream Knight's dead at the inside in sixth as they move midway across the backstretch. Capital Conquest is outside, and after the bad beginning, it's far back to Liberty Star. The quarter was 22-3. Party at Sam's. On the point here, it's 7-2. Whiskey Romeo Sierra. Right there, it was outside in second. I Don't See Colors continues on 3 wide in the third spot. Is Awesome Flame. Moves up 4 wides. They're 4 across the track as they move around the far turn and race towards the top of the stretch. All American Rod just off the top flight in fifth as Capital Conquest tries to get cranked up. The half is 45-4 to the top of the stretch. They roll. It's Awesome Flame who towers up over the top. I Don't See Colors. Battles on in between horses. Party at Sam's not done just yet. 4 outside. Capital Conquest moves up late. Dead at the inside. It's All American Rod still wide open here in deep stretch. Awesome Flame there, but it's Party at Sam's.
And it's Party at Sam's for a hard-fought win, and I get the win. And Mike Moore, it's going to be a good Christmas at the old Moore house, I think, this year.
Yeah, he's been like every one of our races lately. Mike is winning the race, but yeah, congratulations to you, Dani. I know it was just very upsetting to you that you were just getting crushed week after week, but you're back. I gave you a Christmas present.
Great, thank you so much. Well, let's get into Monday's 4th race. Now, it's pretty cool when the girl takes on the boys, and Aqueduct does this just here. She's the post-time favorite for the starter allowance, going 6 furlongs for trainer Felissa Dunn.
Yeah, 3-5. I mean, in the last 2 starts, win by double digits both times. Speed looks like lone speed. Why not Philly against the boys?
Here it is, the call of Monday's 4th race.
Aqueduct, the favorite, broke sharply from the center of the track. What a blast. Move out there at the second spot early. Carbonite come out running well down at the inside. A third. Cisco Kid is up fourth, 3.5 lengths off the early lead. Curlin's cruising down at the inside of fifth. Baltimore next in sixth. 2 in front of Try Harder. 28-3 is next and has 1 beaten in the early stages. That's Zoppy Fishbot as we move across the backstretch. The quarter was 22-2. Aqueduct on top here, 3-5 as they work onto the far turn. What a blast up there on the outside second to apply steady pressure to the leader. As Carbonite has a ringside seat to that battle. Down at the inside third, Cisco Kid started to get wound up 3 wide. Now just 2 lengths off the lead as they race towards the top of the stretch. Aqueduct, the favorite, has been there every step. What a blast. Trying to battle on there. Cisco Kid continues to rally up with the 4 outside. The half 46-4, top of the stretch. It's Aqueduct looking to polish it off. Cisco Kid is upset-minded though down the center with Carbonite moving up in between horses. Try Harder up at the outside, way out wide. That's Baltimore, but in deep stretch, it's Aqueduct trying to fend off Cisco Kid. Aqueduct, the lone filly, has beaten the boys.
And she does it. Aqueduct for the win. Pretty cool goal for owner Ben. Him and his dad, Felissa said that's all they talked about at home. Well, fillies beat the boys all the time. We've seen that. And she did it here today.
Yeah, no, look, this horse has been really good, and good for them. 3 in a row now.
Yeah, nice filly by Dialed In. Well, out in Arizona recently, in Tucson, they had the Global Symposium on Racing. A lot of great ideas being shared out there, and our PTHA Executive Director, Jeff Matty, went out to talk.
He was, and here's more from Jeff.
That was a blast. You know, it was the 50th anniversary of the National Racing Symposium put on by the University of Arizona. I was fortunate enough to be asked to be a speaker on a panel. So it was myself, a few other Horsemen's reps, a few members of HISA, and it was sort of a next generation think tank. So great opportunity. Donna Brothers was our mediator, so it was really neat to meet her and to see all the people throughout the country in racing. And you know, I couldn't be more proud to represent the PTHA, represent the horsemen, not only of PTHA, but represent racing at Park. So it was a great opportunity, great honor, and had a lot of fun.
Thanks, Jeff. Yeah, a lot of great ideas being shared, and a lot of big names in horse racing attended.
No question. Ken McPeak, who had the year of his life, was honored for the big sport of turfdom by the publicist. Our Jessica Paquette, the track announcer, ran a panel out there. Marshall Graham of 10 Strike Racing was on a panel, and two legendary University of Arizona graduates, Hall of Fame trainers Todd Pletcher and Bob Baffert, were honored.
Really good stuff. Well, we're going to go to a break. When we come back, we have national races. You don't want to miss them. We'll see you after this break.
Pipeline's trying to pull off the upset. Mulligan is in full pursuit.
Let's boogie into the new year at Parks Casino with a $100,000 New Year's Eve sweepstakes. Starting at 7 p.m., 25 lucky winners each hour will receive $500 free slot play. That's 200 total guests. Groove over to X Lounge before 11 p.m., decked out with your best disco vibes for free slot play prizes. Check out Fish Out of Water and DJ Tonka at 360. Tickets on sale now. Can you dig it? It's New Year's Eve at Parks Casino, the #1 casino in Pennsylvania. Parks Casino. This is how you win.
The question a lot of people are asking themselves these days is, do I buy new or do I buy pre-owned? Here's what I'll tell you. New car inventories are still low and new car prices are still high. However, with the certified pre-owned Nissan at Chapman Nissan, we have a huge selection and you can save thousands over new. Plus a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, roadside assistance, 1-year prepaid maintenance, and so much more. And not for nothing. Can you really tell the difference? I can't.
Racehorses are pampered.
Treated with care and loved.
Nothing is more important than their health and their safety.
We do right by them.
And they do right by us.
The hard-working folks
who proudly earn our living.
In Pennsylvania's horse racing
and breeding industries.
Horse racing is a lot of fun.
But it's so much more.
It provides tens of thousands of jobs.
Jobs. And billions in economic impact each year.
All across the Commonwealth.
Horse racing in Pennsylvania. It's a winner.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Well, we often talk about trainers and jockeys and owners, but grooms are such an integral part to the horse racing team. They're with these horses every day. They're much like a good companion, and they learn all about the habits of these horses, and they're with them for all the care.
Single most essential people on the racetrack are the grooms.
Oh, they are. Well, our very own Bruce Casella went to the backstretch with a camera, and we followed one of our top grooms, Carlos Diaz, in a day with him. Here's more.
When I got here, I was scared to death at the beginning of the horses, but the more you do it, the more comfortable you get. I love like every single thing about horses. Grooming, riding, this anything that has to do with horses, I really like. And I just keep on. I just want to keep on doing it.
What are you doing now with the foot?
The foot, we're just putting some grease so they can just be like nice and moisture here. You know, they get dry.
Grooms are one of the most important jobs on the backside, and you know, without them, the horses, you know, they don't get, you know, the level of care that's needed, and you know, you notice a difference when the grooms aren't here or they're sick or something. You know, they're missed, and things don't go near as smoothly without them. You know, and they get to know the horses and form a relationship with them, and the horses notice their absence too.
You learn about the horse, about legs, about, you know, what makes them happy. You know, just the care, the aftercare after training. But everything is really important when it comes to, you know, the stall. I think keeping them sound and happy, that's a big role.
Do you have a family?
I do. I'm a single dad. I have a daughter, 9 years old.
Does she like being around the horses?
Yes, she does. She does enjoy them. She doesn't really want to, you know, do this for a living. but she doesn't enjoy being around him.
Is it hard to do what you do?
This? Not really. It's just like, it's like the basic of grooming right here. Like, yeah, make sure there's no stones or anything stuck in there while you know, because they can step on something that might ouch them. And you know, like, you just keep their feet healthy as you're grooming them and taking care of them. It's like a daily routine for them.
Carlos is great. He's very easy to work with, easygoing guy, and you know, he really enjoys what he does. And you know, we have a couple tough horses over here, and he's very patient with them, and you know, never loses his temper. He's just steady and goes about his business in a professional way, and you know, he's a very good guy.
And when do you think you'll be a trainer someday?
I've been doing it for a long time. I've been bouncing between walking, grooming, riding, but I do want to maybe at some point, you know, training 1-2 years. So hopefully that's what will happen, you know. Like, I've been trying to get to that. Not easy. You have to like the sport. You have to like the sport. You have to like the horses. And then, you know, like, you learn to care for them because you see them every day. And like you were saying, every single of these horses has their own personality, and sometimes you get to know them more than anything. And yeah, you get a little bit attached to them, and whenever you don't see them or you have to go away or something, it just gets, you miss them.
Well, thanks, Bruce, for capturing that. And thanks to Carlos for letting us follow him around and get a close-up glimpse of what it's like to work with a groom. And John Kirby for giving us some enlightenment on just how essential these grooms are.
Yeah, and one of my all-time favorite grooms, Dani, Miguel Piedra, who was the groom for the great DeHaas. Ooh. And he was the guy that got DeHaas ready after 2 years with no races to win the '98 Breeders' Cup Mile at Churchill, when I may have had a rather substantial wager on him at 11-1.
I know
we say it.
Oh, I know we say it all the time, but these grooms are so important to the horse racing team. Well, let's get to some national races. This is a big one up at Aqueduct, the grade 2 now, Cigar Mile, $500,000, and our favorite is locked, Todd Pletcher.
I found this fascinating. You got Mulligan in here, right? Third in the Breeders' Cup Sprint. You got Post Time, second in the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile. You got, I mean, huge names in this race. Bookham Dano's in this race, Senior Buscador, and they came up with Locked as the 2-1 favorite. Some bettors are pretty sharp up there in New York.
Oh, they are. Here's the call.
Pipeline is in front. Here comes Mulligan, is coming after the leader. Repo Rocks just lost some ground, was passed by Vinsanity. Locked is in pursuit. Nelson Avenue is splitting rivals, is taken fifth. Coastal Mission is the gray outwider. Post Time and Bookham Dano, they travel as a pair, and still far back, Senior Buscador is going to have to pass them all. It's Pipeline in front, and Pipeline's trying to pull off the upset. Mulligan is in full pursuit here on the outside, and Mulligan has taken the lead. It's Mulligan in front. Locked is within range and is on the grandstand side. Here comes Locked after Mulligan. Mulligan is in front. Locked catching with every single stride, and Locked and John Velasquez have run right on by, and Locked will win the Cigar Mile.
Well, Locked and Johnny V always improving their position. This was a loaded race, and Mulligan's second, Post Time came rolling for third.
Yeah, look, this is a 101 buyer. Obviously, the bettors knew. This is a son of gun runner. He's a very hot 2-year-old. Then he had a long time on the sideline for Todd Pletcher. Todd is absolutely loaded with good 4-year-olds for next year, including, obviously, Fierceness.
Yeah, really excited for this one, too. Well, let's stay up there. This is the grade 2 Remsen. 2-year-olds going a mile and an eighth. The start of the Kentucky Derby is right here, $250,000. Chad Brown with another nice 2-year-old by Instagram.
Yeah, Chad Brown a favorite. I can't believe this. How's that even possible, Dani, that Chad Brown could have a favorite in a big race?
And John Robb Studley Do-Right, love that name, second choice.
Yeah, and this horse has run some good races in Laurel and in Maryland. See how he does.
2-year-olds in the Remsen. Here's the call.
It's Tux with the lead. Now only ahead in front of Keewaydin, the favorite, is watching the action here right from second, just sitting chilly. At the rail is Aviator Guy, is traveling in tandem there with Studley Do-Right, who's 3 wide up the backstretch. Poster has picked up a spot, is now second to last, and the trailer is Gun Trader. 48.59 for a half-mile time. Tux is still doing it nicely. Tux has the lead. Key Waden has been there the entire journey here from second. Studley Do-Right in third. Aviator Gee and Manny Franco is just watching the action here, is in hand, is right in behind a battling trio as they're well into the turn now. Poster appears to have some run too. Gun Trader is wide. Poster is the first one to make a move, and here comes Poster on the move with Flavien Prat. Is going to make it 4 across the racetrack here. It is Tux in front. Aviator Gee is looking for a way out. Key Waden, meanwhile, is put ahead in front. Poster is launching this big rally, and Poster's got the momentum. Poster's taking the lead. It's Poster who's trying to kick away, and the Remsen is doing just that. Aviator Gee is in the clear. It's Poster who's kicking away, now up by 2. Is going to have to hold off an oncoming rush of a lugging in Aviator Gee, but Aviator Gee is absolutely flying down the center of the racetrack. Poster is almost there. Aviator Gee is lunging. Poster needs a line. Aviator Gee, photo finish.
Poster and Godolphin with another nice 2-year-old by Munnings. Owen Hardy's the trainer, and Flavien Prat.
Yeah, this is his 80th stakes win, which is an all-time record. 55th graded stakes win, which ties Jerry Bailey's record. He's probably going to break it this weekend.
What a role he's been on.
Had. He's the lock-up Eclipse Award winner of Top Jockey for
Absolutely.
2024.
Well, let's go down to Laurel Park. This is 2-year-olds in the Maryland Juvenile Filly Stakes, 7 furlongs, and our good friend Cal Lynch sends out the favorite, a homebred for Runnymore Racing, Caprice.
Yeah, we always like Cal Lynch anytime he's in a good race with Runnymore. The Bentleys, who have some really good horses through the years.
Coming from Post 1, Ms. Notion by Great Notion, a sire in Maryland.
Yeah, I like those Great Notions.
Here it is, the call of the Maryland Juvenile Fillies.
Caprice leading the way, the opening quarter, 23 1/5 of a second, as Safe Trust is right there to put that pressure on. Malibu Hooch asked a bit of a question from third position, just 2 from the front. Onyx 10 ridden for a little more on the inside in fourth, and Adi in the back of the pack. So Safe Trust and Caprice with 3 furlongs left to go. They're head-to-head for the lead. Onyx 10 trying to advance from third. Malibu Hooch there alongside of that one. The half mile was at 48 4/5 of a second. They reached the top of the stretch where Adi has a lot to do. Turning for home now. Caprice Safe Trust. Onyx 10 switches off the inside. Out wider of that is Malibu Hooch at the center of the track. They've got 3/16 left to go. Caprice responding, turning back. Safe Trust for the moment. Onyx 10 to the middle of the track trying to reach, is just in third position as Caprice is digging down. Safe Trust won't go away. Caprice Safe Trust, they've been 1-2 the entire trip, and it is going to be Caprice who will prevail in the Maryland Juvenile Filly.
Well, Runnymore has a nice homebred in Caprice. Look, she made the early lead, pressured pace, drew off. Last time she didn't break well, and I talked to Jamie Rodriguez. He said, look, she just missed the break, but she's so nice. She still came running, even if it wasn't her normal style.
Kind of like a horse with 6 starts, 5 wins in a second, Danny. Wouldn't anybody like to have a horse like that in the barn?
No, and Cal Lynch does a phenomenal
job.
Yes, he does. Well, we're going to go to another break. When we come back, we have Jockey and Trainer of the Week and Best of the Rest. You don't want to miss it.
Let's boogie into the new year at Parx Casino with the $100,000 New Year's Eve sweepstakes. Starting at 7 p.m., 25 lucky winners each hour will receive $500 free slot play. That's 200 total guests. Groove over to X Lounge before 11 p.m., decked out with your best disco vibes for free slot play prizes. Check out Fish Out of Water and DJ Tonka at 360. Tickets on sale now. Can you dig it? It's New Year's Eve at Parx Casino, the #1 casino in Pennsylvania. Parx Casino. This is how you win.
The Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association is the advocate for Parx Racing's horsemen and has worked hard to secure better lives for the hundreds of trainers and their families that work in the thoroughbred racing industry. Our horsemen benefit from medical coverage, trainer pension plans, and increased purses. Thanks to these horsemen, racing at Parx is the very best, providing entertainment for you and the entire family. The Pennsylvania Horsemen are proud to be part of the community and introduce a new generation of fans to the sport of kings.
Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Go Racing. Now it's time for this week's Jockey of the Week. Congratulations, Ruben Silvera. He swept the early triple on Tuesday with an incredible 3 consecutive wins. Our Jockey of the Week is sponsored by NovaCare, the power of physical therapy. Now let's turn our attention to this week's Trainer of the Week, brought to you by the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. Congratulations, Jamie Ness, this week's Trainer of the Week. He won 3 on Tuesday's card, 6 at Laurel over the weekend. Pretty impressive. The PTHA proudly partners with the Tunnel to Towers Foundation to bring this week's Trainer of the Week. Now it's time for another Turning for Home family photo of the week. This one means a lot to me and my friends at Pewter Stable. Word on a Wing, the super speedy homebred for Pewter Stable and trainer Kate DeMassey. Boy, he settled right into life off the track, retiring with an impressive 9 wins, almost $350,000 in career earnings. And now he's enjoying an easier pace of life with one of our partner farms up in New Hampshire. And Wing's going to make a best friend for his new adopter.
No doubt, and he was a really good racehorse.
Yeah, really nice homebred for Pewter Stable by the sire Winchell. Love him.
Of course, we love those Winchills.
Well, let's get to best of the rest. This is Aqueduct, the Grade 3 Go for Juan Stakes. It's that 1-turn mile for fillies and mares. $200,000 is on the line. Tizzy in the Sky, keep an eye on her coming from Post 1.
Yeah, Tizzy in the Sky, Todd Pletcher, yes, Flavian Pratt, that man, he needed one earlier in the card to get where he got later, Tizzy in the Sky.
Pratt just wearing them down. Her ears were always pricked. Well, this is the Grade 2 Demoiselle Stakes, 2-year-old fillies going 1.125 miles, $250,000. The beautiful gray fillies on the lead. Mahima, how do you say that?
Yeah, you said it right. Mahima's on the lead for Brad Cox and 2 to 5 for Florent Giroux. And this was not easy, Danny, but she ends up getting it done. And man, Cox has just got 2-year-old fillies all over the joint, including the Eclipse Award winner, which will be announced in January.
Yeah, a good saying we like around here is clean faces win races. It did here, and it was a gray exacta with the 110. Well, let's go out to California. It's the Grade 2 Starlet Stakes. 2-year-old fillies going 1.16 miles, $200,000, and Baffert's loaded in here.
It's that man again. He's got 10 mile at the 5-horse at 5-2. And can Baffert win this race again, Danny? And my question to you is, as he does win it pretty convincingly with 10 mile, how many in a row in the Starlet for Baffert, do you think?
Well, my lucky number is 8, so I'm going to go with that.
Oh my, she did it again. She's on a roll, or she's cheating. One of those two.
No, I did. I guessed it, but then I think Blood Horse might have brought it up too. Let's get into this week's PTHA Trophy race. It was Tuesday's 5th race. Look out for the homebred for Uptown Charlie Brown, son of Thor. He was just too good for them today.
Yeah, not that son of Thor getting it done. We love son of Thor. We always love Uptown Charlie Brown.
We do. Big son there by Charlie Brown's Rose. She was a mare that ran here, and we all enjoyed watching her. We caught up with one of the owners and breeders, Lena from Uptown Charlie Brown, on the win.
Here was one of the proud owners and breeders of Son of Thor. He broke his maiden, and you've been a part of this whole process. You guys bred him. He's a proud homebred. How exciting is this?
This is so super exciting. I've known him since he was a baby. He is a beast. I am so incredibly proud of him today, and I thank Ed Coletti and his entire team. Frankie Pennington, great job.
Thanks, Lena. A lot of fun to catch up with her. We're going to go to our final break and Parks Picks. We'll see if I can do it again next week.
What is going on with you? You're on a hot streak. You've won one in a row.
We're going to go to our break. We'll see you after.
It's happening again. Those missed tackles are starting to stack up. Your friends pleading with players who can't hear them. Sweating it out week after week. But not you. Why? Because whether they score or not, there's always another way to win on the BetParx app. New casino users score up to $1,000 bonus back in their first 24 hours.
Turning for Home is a nonprofit that has provided for over 4,000 former racehorses with a safe retirement.
These brave warriors do so much for the fans, and we want to make sure they're taken care of.
It's a group effort by all the owners and the trainers, and we've helped so many horses.
Responding to the need of a better system that addressed the uncertain future for the retirement of the equine population at Parx Racing, the PTHA rallied horsemen to support the program.
It's awesome. I mean, these are the things that we deal with every day that put us into the game and make the game great. Without the horses, we have nothing.
Turning for Home became the first on-track retirement program at a year-round racetrack.
Aftercare, it takes all of us, and every single person is responsible for it. These horses give us everything on the track. It's up to us to give them everything off the track.
If you would like to help these amazing animals find a great second career and forever home, please contact us at turningforhome.org.
Did you know the Pennsylvania horse racing industry provides health care and pensions for thousands of workers who in turn spend their income supporting local communities? And we do it with zero tax dollars while creating tens of thousands of jobs.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Well, it is time for Parks Picks. We get very competitive here. We're going to take a look at Monday's.
You get competitive.
Because you're such a good handicapper. I want to be on your level. Monday's 9th race. Nice field here. Look, I'm going to go with Lonesome Boy. He was ready for a nice race up at Penn National. He got scratched at the gate. I heard it was really a non-issue. Adam Bowman's up. He knows this horse, and I think they're going to come closing for the win at good odds.
I ran great in the Wood Memorial at a huge number. Ran in the PA Derby. Ran okay. Could have run a little better, but on his best day, he's pretty good. I like Celestial Moon. Ness, Sanchez ran a great second at the Bellezzi behind Concealed Carry. The last two times ran maybe against a little better group than this. Love Concealed Carry, Ness and Sanchez. And Craig Donnelly is not with us this week, but Craig, Monday's second race, Rebel Empire, been off for a while, 5-2 morning line. Craig thinks ready to go. And yes, Ness and Sanchez. Craig knows where to go.
He does. That is the duo for sure. Well, we're coming towards the end of the year, and December 28th, we're going to re-air our Smarty Jones special, so everybody will get to relive all the fun memories with Smarty, and boy, you have them.
Oh my, do we ever. Bruce and I were there front and center. It's hard to believe it's been 20 years since all that, but it was some time here at Parks and around the country with Smarty Jones. And also, Let's Go RacingParks.com this week. Speaking of Michael Sanchez, that was my story. He's going to win again, and I'll tease a little bit. Right as we were leaving, Michael said to me, says, you know, I used to sit right over there, like when I first got here, and I said, man, I'd like to win one race. I was winning one race a month. And he said, one day I'll be leading rider here. Well, this is his fourth one.
Well, it's great to see all of his hard work, and I loved your story this week. Well, that wraps it up for us, but come out. We're still racing here Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, post times 12:05. Catch all of our special race days we have this month. We'll catch you next time on Let's Go Racing.
And they're off. Skippy Longstocking has early speed. We the people from in between horses. Taba has got the lead now. It's Taba in the center of the racetrack, but Taba is drawing away. And Taba with Mike Smith, they win the Bet Parks Pennsylvania Derby.